All right, go ahead and say your full name.
Byron Dashnaw.
All right, Byron, my name is Ben. I'm going to be your instructor today. We got you in the Porsche 997 Turbo S for 8 laps, correct?
Yes, we do.
Outstanding. Quick recap on the briefing you already had in the classroom, as well as the on-track briefing of the Cayenne, smooth as fast. What we mean by that is we want to be very smooth on the steering, smooth on the throttle, smooth on the brake. When the steering's turned in, we don't want to mash on the throttle for obvious reasons. That'll get very bad very quick. Keep in mind you're in a rear engine. Rear set of tires are going to get the best traction all the way around the track, okay? Remember that when you're squeezing into that throttle as we're exiting. This car is awesome. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it's silky smooth. You almost don't realize the boost carrying you off the track as you're exiting. So you'll probably do it once. It's fun. It's I say almost everybody needs to try it at least once. You're going to anyway, and just really, it's part of feeling out the car. You'll feel it carry you off track so quick, and the next thing you know, you're almost out of track, and then, wow.
And it's there.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right. So when the steering's turned in, obviously we don't want to mash on the throttle. It'll get very bad very quick. For the braking, we're braking to shift that weight balance forward. We need to keep that extra weight over the front end of the car as we make our turn. You're aware of that. You start releasing that brake too quick too soon, you lighten up the front of the car. It's just not going to turn for you very well in the turns. It just won't respond the way you want it to. The line we follow on track, green cone to green cone, just like you did in the SUV. Eyes up, see everything, look at nothing. Make sure you're turning your head, see into those turns prior to getting there. That'll make you more comfortable with what you're doing sooner, because you visualize where you're putting the car. You've got experience. I don't need to beat on that too much,
Well, it's video game experience, but in this cockpit view.
There we go. All right, so the mirrors in the car there are tuned in for me. I watch behind us. In the event of the car's coming around, I'm going to let you know. Initial signal, I'm going to come over top just like this. The only reason I'm doing that is just to prevent the cars from getting too close together during the overtake. You're still in full control of the car. Keep driving. Don't let go of the wheel, because that's pretty important, because I do need you to keep driving, okay? Can't put autopilot on. Just let off the throttle, let the other car go around. So I'm going to let you go as fast as you want to go, as long as we're smooth. We start making some errors. Simple. We just need to throttle back, correct those errors, hammer
Fix
forward
them.
again. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
Foot on the brake. Okay, you're in manual first. You're good to taxi us out. Somewhere along the lines, we'll break it up and do a cool down lap. Just let our brakes cool.
Okay.
Doesn't count against you. It's kind of fun if you don't mind doing an extra lap for nothing.
No.
You okay with that? You
No,
sure?
I'm fine with that. I'm sure.
Most people usually are. All right. It's really the pukers are the ones that can't wait to get out of the car. And we're going to make a hard right around the barricade right here, just so we can see around it, see who's coming. And just keep the nose straight to the track right now. And go ahead and take us out through the blue cones. You're good. Just go ahead and squeeze into the throttle nice and smooth, like you're getting on the freeway. Right hand, upshift. First green turning cone straight ahead. We're going to head straight to it like we're going to run it over. And now we're going to turn in that apex. You want to clip that apex. What we mean by that is touch that paint. Get right on it. Beautiful. Start letting it unwind to the left. Squeeze all the way down to the floor. 5 seconds happy time. Go. Upshift. Right hand upshift. Told you this car's silky smooth. Brake. Nice, smooth, consistent brake. Left hand downshift. Wait for your turning cone. Start release that brake. Turn down that apex. Balance, clip that apex, light feather of the throttle, stay in that turn, let it unwind, squeeze all the way down to the floor. Nice turn, good job. Next turning cone to the left. Smooth brake, nice consistent brake, just like that. Start releasing that brake to that apex. Balance, clip that apex, light feather of the throttle, maintain our speed. Turning cone far right, see it? Smooth brake, start releasing that brake to that apex. Balance, turn it in, turn. Let it unwind, throttle. Fella, you're gonna fall face of the earth, huh? Everybody gets that. Turn cone to the left. Smooth brake straight to it. Don't turn yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Start releasing that brake now. Turn that apex. Smooth rotation of the wheel. Clip this apex. Get it in there. Keep turning. Where are you going? Don't follow taillights. Turn cone to the right. Smooth brake. Start releasing that brake. Turn through your chicane. I'm going to help you out. Not like the Cayenne. We want to go straight in, straight out. That gives us the fastest course. Brake. Start releasing that brake. Turn the apex. Turn it in. Balance. Clip that apex. Light feather of the throttle. Let it unwind. Squeeze all the way down. Hit it hard. Nice job. Shift it a little soon. Want to maximize those RPMs for top speed. Fifth is unnecessary in this car. Brake. A little harder, left hand downshift. Harder. Start release that brake, turn down the apex. Out of the brake, trust the car. Let it roll, baby. Let it roll. Give me a little feather on the throttle. Let it unwind, throttle all the way down. Got you covered, hit it. Turning cone left. Brake. More brake, left hand downshift. Start release that brake, turn the apex. Smooth turn. You're not trusting the car. Turning cone to the right. Smooth brake. Start release that brake, turn the apex. Turn it in, turn. Let it unwind to the right, squeeze in the throttle, feel that tail? Turning cone to the left, brake, straight to it, more brake, a little harder, nice and smooth. Start release that brake, you turn early. Clip that apex, light feather on the throttle, keep rotating that wheel, unwind, squeeze all the way down to the floor. Don't hold it in so tight, let it unwind, turning cone to the right. Smooth brake, start release that brake, turn through your chicane. Balance, straight line. throttle, straight through. Smooth brake to the turning cone. Start, release that brake to the apex. Turn it in, balance, light feather to the throttle, maintain our speed. Nice, let unwind, throttle. See how you're pump throttling? Keep it consistent, right hand upshift. When you pump throttle, you get too much weight transfer, it costs you speed. Brake, left hand downshift. Again, left hand downshift, more brake. Start, release that brake, turn down that apex. Balance, clip that apex, stay on that paint. Keep turning harder. Let it unwind, throttle hard. It's consistent with throttle. Turning cone to the left. Smooth brake. Wait for it, nice and smooth. Start releasing that brake now, turn that apex. Balance, clip that apex. Turn your head, see all the way into that turn, let it unwind. Right behind the Ferrari, give me a little throttle. Stay behind him enough, let him know we want to pass. Turn it in. Balance, clip that apex. Let it unwind, squeeze into the throttle all the way down, punch it hard, we're going around. Now smooth brake's gonna be a tighter turn, lot tighter brake, harder. Start releasing that brake to the apex. Hug the line, turn, let it unwind, throttle all the way down. No, way going. Turn and cone to the right. Smooth brake. Start release that brake, turn the chicane, turn it in, balance, throttle, straight line. Now brake, straight to your turning cone. Start release that brake to the apex. See all the way into that turn. Turn that head. Let it unwind, throttle all the way down. Simulators don't make you turn your head, do they? Right hand upshift. Don't shift again, don't do it. Feel the power. Now brake, harder. Left hand downshift. Start release that brake, turn down that apex. Balance, turn it in, keep rotating that wheel, keep turning. Let it unwind, throttle. You're feathering the brake a little too long. Smooth turning cone to the left, brake. Nice, smooth, consistent brake. Start release that brake, turn that apex. Turn it in, turn tight, give me a little throttle, nice balance. Turning cone to the right, squeeze into the throttle. Turning cone, brake. Start release that brake, turn that apex. Turn it in, balance, give me a light feather on the throttle. Let it unwind to the right, squeeze in the throttle all the way down. Turning cone far left, stay in it, baby, that's beautiful. Brake, more brake, a little harder. Start release that brake, turn that apex. Balance, light feather to the throttle, he's already given it up. Give me some throttle, go. All the way down, mash it. Right hand upshift. Brake. Start release that brake,
baby!
Balance, throttle, brake. Start releasing that brake, turning that apex. Balance, give me a light feather on the throttle. Keep turning, let it unwind, stay consistent all the way down. Right hand upshift.
Woo!
Brake, harder. Left hand downshift, harder. Start releasing that brake, turn down the apex. Balance, clip that apex. Keep turning. You're giving it up a little bit. You feel that? You're out of track. Turning cone to the left. Where are you going? Brake, harder. Start release that brake now, turn that apex. Balance, gotta turn your head, see into those turns. Give me a little throttle, turning cone to the right. Smooth brake. Where are you going? Start release that brake, turn in. Balance, give me a little throttle, let it unwind to the right. Squeeze all the way down to the floor, turning cone left. Brake. Smooth brake. Start releasing that brake, turn that apex. Balance, clip the apex. A little much on the throttle, maintain, let it unwind. Okay, now we're gonna do a cool down lap. Off the throttle. Basically what we're gonna do is follow the exact line. Keep the hands 9 and 3. Now we're gonna turn in that apex. Remember, don't touch the brakes. Just like this, continually, give me a little throttle. Now off the throttle, now turn us in. Turn, clip that apex. Nice smooth rotation. See how you're already unwinding too soon? Give me a little throttle. We got a car coming around. He'll come around eventually. Stay on our line, 9 and 3. Right hand upshift. Now it's like super slow motion, huh? Off the throttle, don't touch the brakes. Left hand downshift, don't touch the brakes. Now turn down that apex, turn it in, touch that paint. This is clipping the apex, getting right down on there just like that. Give me some throttle, maintain our speed as she unwinds out to here. Now I'm in a straight line.
Okay.
I don't need that if I don't need it.
keep trying to come across here to
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people do it, don't worry about it. Off the throttle, don't touch those brakes. Turn it in, turn, touch that paint. Let it unwind, throttle, keep that steering consistent. Turning cone to the right, off the throttle, turning that apex, turn it in. Good job, balance. Let it unwind to the right, give me a little throttle. See how your steering's dramatic? This here is dramatic. Is anything like that makes the car turn? Too dramatic. Start releasing that brake, turn that apex. Slow rotation of the wheel. See how you're here a little sooner than you want to be? Let it unwind, throttle hard, go. Right hand upshift, turning cone to the right. Smooth brake, start release that brake, turn the chicane, turn it in. Balance, straight line, throttle, baby, go. Brake, harder, start release that brake, turn the apex. See into that turn, all the way where we're going. I'm looking all the way down the straightaway. Let it unwind, throttle hard, all the way to the floor. Steer less. Right hand upshift. Does that make sense? Steer as slow as you can. Brake, harder, left hand downshift. Start releasing that brake, turn down that apex. Turn it in, baby, keep rotating that wheel, keep turning. You're covering the throttle a little soon, let it unwind, throttle. Brake, left hand downshift. Wait for your turning cone. Start, release that brake, turn that apex. Turn it in, balance. You're turning your head last minute. That's why your turns are delayed. Turning cone to the right, scan into that turn. Start, release that brake, turn that apex. You feel this? It's a lot smoother, isn't it? Unwind throttle. Turn in cone to the left, stay in the throttle. Now brake. More brake, turn your head, scan into that turn. Start, release that brake, turn that apex. Balance, flip that apex. We're visualizing where we're putting the car. You're too jumpy on the throttle. Get it? You gotta feather the throttle like you're on ice. Brake. Start, release that brake, turn the chicane. Balance, throttle. See the turn-in cone. Brake. Turn your head. Start, release that brake, turn that apex. Balance, see into that turn all the way down. Let it unwind, squeeze in the throttle.
Shoot.
You threw it out, but it was still smooth. Right hand upshift. Scan in your turn. Brake. Harder, 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 harder. Left hand downshift. Start, release that brake, turn down the apex. Out of the brake, turn it in. Trust the car. Keep turning your head. Keep turning, baby. Let it unwind, squeeze the throttle. Upshift. Brake. Harder, 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 harder. Left hand downshift. Start, release that brake, turn the apex. You're not braking enough. Turn this in. Turn in cone to the right. Smooth brake. Start, release that brake. Now turn that apex. The more you brake into the turn, the faster you exit. Unwind, squeeze into the throttle. Your steering's too dramatic. You got too much weight transfer here. Brake. Start, releasing that brake. Turn in that apex like this. Just like this. We keep rotating. Now we're unwinding. Throttle all the way down to the floor. You see how little I'm moving the wheel? Brake. Start, release that brake. Turn the chicane. Turn it in. Balance. Straight line. Throttle. Turn the wheel as little as possible. Brake. Start, release that brake. Turn the apex. Balance. Give me a little feather of the throttle. Maintain your speed. Let it unwind all the way down. See? The less you turn, the faster you go. Right hand upshift. If you turn like this quickly, you get all that weight transfer. Brake. Let's kick his ass. More brake. Harder. Left hand downshift. Start, release that brake. Turn down that apex. Turn it in. Touch that paint. Stay on that paint. Let it unwind. Squeeze in the throttle. Hit it hard all the way down to the floor. Turning cone to the left. Brake. Harder. Left hand downshift. Harder. Start, release that brake. Turn that apex. Turn it in. Touch that paint. Get in there. Light feather of the throttle all the way down. Turning cone to the right. Smooth brake. Start, release that brake, turn that apex. Balance, give me some throttle, baby. Nice and smooth, not too much. We don't want to use them as a wall all the way down to the floor. Told you we'd take him. Now brake. Harder, stay left where you're pulling it in. Last minute execution. Right over here. Right down there.
That was awesome.
Last minute execution for him.
Hey, how many guys did I pass?
We passed a couple. We did the R8, we did that. Was there another one? There might have been 3. I think there's certain things that I think a simulator just can't force you to do.
You can hammer it down in the simulator, the gas, and I mean, I definitely think that it helped me to be able to do this.
Well, you got to maintain balance of the car through the turn.
And you don't feel that in a simulator.
No.
Because I don't have
Full
one
turn all the way left, that prevents the car from rolling.
Yeah, I don't have one of those fancy ones that has all the hydraulics that move you around.
And the thing is, too, I don't think a video game is going to force a guy to turn his head and see all the way through that turn. Because you're looking at a screen. This is as far as you can look.
Yeah.
You can only see to the edge of the screen. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But basically how you started off, when you're turning your head, seeing into those turns, you're only catching 1/8 of a second into that turn. Then beyond that, you don't know where you're going anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what's kind of causing the wobbleness and the inconsistency in the braking and throttle. You're braking to balance the car all the way through the turn. Okay? At least down to the apex, if you need it. So basically, your turns are last minute, and then you're doing all that weight transfer, and that's what's holding you out of that apex. So then when you started feathering into the brake, you drive this thing on a track like you're driving a car on ice. Because the car will react to the same way in the turns if you're not braking the balance correctly. Front end will go into an understeer and you'll just slide straight. Or you'll just slide out of the turn.
So I think I really only had, I don't think I had one really good lap at all. I had good parts.
We had a lot of good parts.
If I could put them all together.
It just takes time. It takes time, that's it.
Well, that's why they told me to use this car first.
Yep, this car's not going to correct you like the others will in the turns. The other cars will force you to be smoother than this car. Okay, the active handling stability control in this car is a lot more lax than the other two. So if you come out of the brakes too soon on the other two, those cars are going to take throttle away from you. They're going to help pump brake for you. Okay? Be consistent in the brake like this. Brake, more brake, more brake, more brake, more brake, more brake. Start releasing that brake, turning that apex. You're feathering out of the brake. Then when you squeeze into the throttle, squeeze onto that throttle. We're not saying mash it. That's a good way to chirp the active handling stability control in the Italian cars. Smooth into the throttle. Like a motorcycle. You're rolling on that throttle, you're rolling off that throttle. If you just rail on the throttle, bike slides right out from under you. Same thing in a car.
I could see.
Never let four wheels fool you.
Yeah. Huh. I could see how a simulator could actually hinder you here because you don't feel the car. I'm habitually, it's the way I race.
You don't feel the car. It doesn't teach you to see all the way into your turns, and you don't have the braking to balance, which are the most important keys of driving a car on a track.
Yeah.
Thing is, if you're not seeing where you're going, you're not going to go. Like on a bike, if you don't turn your head and see into your turns, the bike doesn't turn. You want it to turn, but you can't make it turn because you don't see where you're going. In order to be smoother, you got to visualize all the way around the track. Stay as far ahead of the car as you can. You don't get that in a video game.
No.
You can only see the screen. You can't see all the way down to the end of the track. You can a little bit if you know what to look for and how to see it. You can. You know, when you're playing the video game and you see all the way down to the end of the straightaway and you're running, car comes in front of you, you're going to see it, and then you maneuver around him. It's kind of the same concept, but it's not taught like that. You're seeing all the way down to the end of the track. Stay as far ahead of the car as you can. Car whips around in front of you, you got to be able to maneuver around him without putting your car into a spin and losing it.
So, in your opinion, if you were to take someone like me who's only raced, in a simulator type video game, or someone who has never driven a fast car at all, is there definitely an improvement over that? Is it easier to teach someone like me, or someone who's never done it before?
I'd say it's 50-50. There's pros and cons to using a simulator. Depending on the simulator and what all it's advanced to teach you, it depends. I mean, if you got the one that teaches you the braking and balance, and you got the panoramic screen and everything, that'd be badass. That could help you out a lot, because then you could actually see into your turns. But if it doesn't teach you to see into your turns, you're just trusting instincts, and a lot of times people don't have those instincts yet on a track.
Yeah,
they're developed.
But you learn those. I mean, you run 100 laps on it, and then you know where it all goes.
20 laps, you have it down. Trust me, by the time you're done with the end of the last car, next car, you know what to expect. You'll be that much better. The car after that, you'll be that much better.
So those cars are going to be as fast as this one?
Yeah.
All right, so it's similar.
Ways. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're doing my 3 favorite cars here.
Huh?
The rest of them I don't really care about. My 3 favorite right here.
That's my next. Thank
you.
You
did good,
very
my friend.
much.
How'd I do? Good?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Hopefully my instruction helped you out.
You going to be around later?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be here all day.